Hi there. Why do some people sound really interesting when they speak and others sound very basic? It's not their grammar, it's the adjectives. Today, I'll show you how you can make your language stronger and impressive by using adjectives. So let's begin. What is an adjective? An adjective describes a noun, as in a difficult exam, a beautiful boy. And it also describes a pronoun like she is happy. So happy is an adjective. Who's happy? She. An adjective answers questions like what kind, which one, how many. Okay, now remember in English, adjectives appear before the nouns they modify. A large house, or after linking verbs, as in the house is large. Okay? Some languages place the adjectives after the nouns. Okay, but in English it always comes before the noun. Okay, so let's look at some basic descriptive adjectives. Adjectives that describe nouns such as beautiful, large, difficult, old, modern, expensive, strong, weak. I've given you some examples. Notice that adjectives are followed by nouns or linking verbs. All right? So give yourself a few seconds. Take it all in. Consider the examples. Read them. I have highlighted the adjectives for you to make it easier for you to understand. Let's do an exercise, right? Let's apply what you've just learned. Can you identify the adjectives in the 5 sentences? All right? Pause the video, complete the exercise, and I'll show you the answers. Okay, 1 is small, 2 is difficult, 3 is playful, 4 is shocking, and 5 is serious. Good. Let's move on. Let's do another exercise, okay, to solidify what you've learned. Add a suitable adjectives. You've just practiced identifying adjectives in sentences. Now it's your turn to fill in the blanks and add a suitable adjective for each sentence. Okay? Complete the exercise. One is cheap, 2 is memorable, 3 is small, 4 is brilliant, and 5 is lovely. That was a lovely performance. Now imagine how bland the sentence would sound if you just said that was a performance. Okay, so there's no adjective, right? It doesn't sound interesting, does it? But lovely changes everything. That was a lovely performance. Very good. Moving on. Now I would like you to correct these sentences. There are grammar errors in each one of them, and I need you to correct them. There are only 3 sentences, so this shouldn't take you a long time. Okay, pause the video and complete the exercise. Before I show you the answers, we will go over them together. Okay, she's very intelligent. It was a dangerous situation. The movie was bored. The movie was boring. A movie cannot be bored, right? All right, so far so good. Next up, comparative and superlative. Now this is important because my students make these mistakes all the time. They will say something like she's more smart, and the correct way of saying it is she's smarter than the other student, taller than her younger sister. So tall, taller, tallest. The rule is very simple. If it's a monosyllabic word, there's only one vowel in it, tall, smart. Then we add the ER, comparative adjective suffix. Longer adjectives, adjectives that have more than 2 syllables, beautiful, we add more to it. This is important for you to notice. So, maybe write down this rule. Good, better, best. These are irregular adjectives in English. Bad, worse, the worst. Okay, there are some examples. This test is easier than the last one. My students said this was more easy, which is incorrect. It's ungrammatical. Okay, this is the most important lesson. So all of the words in blue are adjectives. Okay, practice now. Complete the comparative. This is a good exercise to test your knowledge. So let's try. There are 4 sentences. I need you to complete all of them. Pause the video and complete the exercise. One is, this book is more interesting. Do you know why? Interesting. There are 4 syllables in this word, right? So that is why we use more, because you can't say this is interestinger. That would be completely wrong. All right. You're doing well, I hope, right? Okay. Exercise 2B. Complete this superlative. Remember the superlative adjectives? Okay, give it a try, all right? This is all fresh in your memory, so you should be able to do well. Let's do this exercise. Lovely. She's the smartest student. This is the best movie, right? That was the most expensive restaurant. It was the happiest day of my life. Very good. Moving along. These sentences are all ungrammatical, and I need you to do the corrections. Rewrite the sentences, make them grammatically correct. All right? Okay. So finish this exercise before we move on. All right, are you ready? Do you want to see the answers now? So remember, I just said earlier that easy, you can't say more easier, right? Because easier is a comparative adjective. Easy, easier, the easiest. Smartest, and today is worse than yesterday. Very good. Order of adjectives. Now this is important. Most students are not aware of this, but in English, adjectives are placed in a certain order. I call them quasus com. So quantity, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, noun. What would you say? Would you say a red big balloon or a big red balloon? Which one sounds better to you? Is red big balloon correct, or is it a big red balloon? My grandmother gave me a big red balloon. Do you know why? Because size comes before color in English. 2 beautiful, small, old, round, red, Italian, wooden tables. That's the order of adjectives, okay? So let's do the exercise. Correct the order of adjectives. A wooden old table. Can you restructure this phrase and make the adjectives order correct? A red beautiful dress. All right, this should be fun. I think you will enjoy doing this exercise. So pause the video and do this exercise and have some fun while you're learning, right? Okay, so it's an old wooden table. Do you know why? Why is it an old wooden table, not a wooden old table? I do not want to answer my own questions, so I'll wait for you, okay? Maybe write your answers in the comments. Why is a wooden old table wrong and an old wooden table correct? Okay. Let's do this exercise. Build a phrase. I've given you the adjectives, opinion, then place color, material, and then end it with bag, which is a noun. And the second question, size, then write an age and origin, followed by house. All right, I think you will enjoy this exercise following the adjective order. So your opinion is this is beautiful, then color, pink, material, cotton, and then bag. Size, remember, comes before age. Big old, not old big Chinese. Big old, origin Chinese, and house. That is how adjectives are ordered in English. All right, let's just continue. Ed suffix versus ing adjectives. This is tricky because just the other day my student says, "Oh, I am boring." And what she meant was she was bored. I am boring and I'm bored. What's the difference? The lecture is boring. She was excited. The game was exciting, right? They're confusing. John is interesting. John is interested. What is the difference? You will know by doing this exercise. Fill in the blanks with either id or ing. Pause the video. Would you like to see the answers now? Okay, I am interested. You could say I am interesting, I am an interesting person, but I think others should see you as such. They could say, you're a very interesting person. This book is interesting. Now let me ask you a quick question. Can this book be interested? Is it possible for the book to be interested in you? Think about that. She was frightened. The noise was frightening. We were exhausted. Okay? Now let's do an error correction exercise. Correct the sentences. All of the sentences are ungrammatical, and I need you to rewrite them and make them grammatically correct. So have fun. Enjoy this exercise. I will show you the answers after you complete it. I am boring. I think the speaker meant I am bored. The students are confusing. If the students are confusing, they confuse the professor. If the professor is confusing, then the students are confused. Okay? That was very exciting. I'm not interested. The announcement was surprising. Could the announcement be surprised? What do you think? Okay. Gradable versus non-gradable. Gradable is very happy, very cold, and non-gradable adjectives are absolutely perfect, completely impossible. All right? So choose very or absolutely. There are 4 sentences. Apply your knowledge. It's important for you to learn new rules and then apply them. And once you become comfortable using these rules, then you should use them when you speak to people and when you write. Okay, ready to see the answers? It's absolutely freezing. She's very tired. You could say, I am very tired. Right? That is absolutely impossible. So that's the non-gradable adjective, right? That's absolutely, I am very hungry. Okay. Quantifiers as adjectives. What are quantifiers in English? They are many, much, few, little, several, enough. Quantifiers, they deal with numbers. So I have blank time. She has blank friends. There are blank mistakes. So you notice there are 6 examples of quantifiers, but there are only 4 questions, so you will not use all of them, right? Choose 4 that make the sentence complete. I have little time. She has many friends. There are several mistakes, you could say, or there are few mistakes. We don't have much money. Can you say we don't have many money? No, money is uncountable. Okay, let's practice one more time before I give you the comment challenge. All right, final mastery practice. You have learned many different types of adjectives, comparative, superlative, right? And you have practiced. Now let's test your knowledge. 5 sentences, and I need you to fill in the blanks and complete the sentences. All right? I'll wait for you to finish before I show you the answers. Ready? Would you like to see the answers? Here we go. This is the best decisions you have made. She bought a beautiful old Italian leather bag. I'm confused. Would you say I'm confusing? Think about it. I'm confused. Today's hotter than yesterday. The superlative adjective would be, this is the hottest day of the week. That's an absolutely perfect solution. All right? Very good. So we've come this far. There's just one last challenge for you. I need you to write one sentence using 3 adjectives before a noun. 1 comparative, 1 adjective, and 1 quantifier. Would you do that for me, please? Write your answers in the comments, and I'll respond as I always do. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments. I read your comments personally, and I respond to them promptly. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.